Fnatic T-side of Cash here. This used to be Olaf Meister's playground, I would say.
Do you know what the fantastic part about the server conditions are?
Go on.
Even if it were raining and FaZe were here, even in the worst weather, they're going to have the best performance. They're all on i7 quad-core processors.
That must be nice.
So yeah, they're awesome, actually. I have one. They're really, really good. Taco, speaking of really good, takes down Olaf, and this is a very good start to the pistol round. Fur catches them off. They took middle. They wanted to split A. Took middle with relative ease, but they were prepared in giving it up and positioned accordingly, SK, and they'll shut them down entirely. Good flank from Phelps as well. We go 1-0 SK.
So, very fast A split there coming in from Fnatic. Got completely shut down there. Fur, he's had some great games today. Gets 3 kills in total, backed up by Taco and Phelps as well. Here's the replay from the quad area. Fur, great job there. Pixel precision, very nice stuff from the quad area. Most teams allow the A side to be open. Not SK, it seems. They'll go 1-0 up here. And as we have forced by Fnatic, no bomb going down in that first round. So they'll be getting Tech 9s, Deagles, PT50, CZs. Pretty much every upgraded pistol available to them. It's going to be a headshot coming in towards Flusher, though. As he goes under 15 HP, he was sort of B-side on that. That was an ambitious play by him to try and get a pick of this sort of range. He does do some significant damage, but goes under 4 HP.
Cold. Just waiting in the wall. Wants to make sure they don't enter in from nowhere. Or useless, I think as you call it, useless. They do enter in. He's already pushed through, manages 1 kill, but JW gets a response. They'll pick up a UMP. It's Flusher that has it. Imagine he will want to give that away. He's only got 4 HP. JW likes to stick with the CZ instead. Flash out. Perfect timing. Phelps should just mop up the rest. Yeah, in fact, Flusher with the 4 HP just walks in and catches a stray.
Yeah, not a great round for Fnatic once again. They get a couple of kills, but no bomb going down means a full eco going forward. It's SK Gaming, who've been up and down in this map. I think they feel confident on it, but results have certainly been kind of a little bit spotty, I would say. We'll see whether they can convert this into 3-0. More than likely they can. Nice replay there from Phelps. Like you said, catches the last bullet on towards Flusher, who's trying to pick towards B in the previous round. It's going to be Glocks across the board here for Fnatic. So, Matt, you said you're skeptical with Fnatic coming into this one. Do you feel like it's a matter of when Fnatic turn up and arrive, or if?
I don't doubt. I've just not seen any indications that it's going to be anytime soon. Okay. You know, there's been no steady incremental improvement. Sure. It's just, you know, you guys are almost expecting a switch to be flipped.
I think we just want it at this point.
Yeah, I think that's true too. And I think that's, but the problem is you can't let yourself be led on by that, because there hasn't been any proof that they're back to their old ways. We know the meta doesn't favor their free style of play that used to exist. We're seeing teams like SK go back to strategic play. Astralis, strategic with a little bit more pace, perhaps, than SK. Yeah, and I mean, I guess FaZe is one thing that does show that you can play with raw skill, but even then they have Kerrigan to tie it all together, and Fnatic still doesn't have that to me.
Well, we'll see what happens going forward. The first gun round.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, of course. You wouldn't. Like, just to see Olaf Meister back to that sort of form he was in 2015, like, God. That would be amazing. Fast tactic here there from Fnatic, though. Chris Ross smokes to kick things off. Takes away mid-vision from the CTs, but no one really there. It's going to be Fallen, though. He's got the AWPs. It's in the connector, watching towards the boost position for now. Olaf Meister's made it out towards the vent, so is Dennis as well. So, Fallen hasn't really got much to work with there. Counter boost coming from the CT side, though. Now we're looking for a pick. I believe that's Phelps, who's made his way up into that position. Let's see if he can get anything done. Doesn't go for the pick straight away. Just watching to see if any T's make it in with Fallen. He's been so good this tournament. Finds the first kill. Phelps, there it is, from the vent as well. 5-on-3, just like that.
Taco, sitting above, is boosted, has Fur going aggressively. He'll get taken down by Crims. They know where Taco is. They actually do decent damage on it. He's going to fall off of it and get in through the squeaky door instead, but they've got a very good situation manpower-wise, even with Taco on 19 and Fallen on 3.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine, though. SK Gaming with those sort of man advantages to push in like that, as long as you're trading 1-for-1 and it's chipping away at Fnatic, that's fine, especially if you've got the UMPs as well.
I'm not calling this done yet, you know. If he finds Phelps, there's a real chance he can pull this off, because Phelps is the last player with high HP. Fallen goes to the site. AWP, low HP. He's baited out a shot as well, which is going to make things very awkward for Fallen as he tries to flash Crims. And he's waiting for second player to show up, whoever and where it may be.
He's a very intelligent player, Crims. Known to win these sort of clutch situations. 30 seconds remaining, though. 3 kills to find. 2 low HP players. Incendiaries landing around him. Time ticking away now. He might find Fallen here. Can't find the shot just yet.
There's the shot, though, and it's the high HP player behind him. If he had hit Phelps there, he would have been on for 4 kills and a 1-versus-1 to try and clutch it back. But it is SK that hold true.
Indeed.
And they'll make sure it goes 4-0.
Well then, Fnatic shut down with the aggression there. When you're SK Gaming, we definitely class that as a bonus round. You've had a clean 3-0. You go into round number 4 with the UMPs. You're finding the first pick as well. Fallen didn't want to fall back there. A lot of AWPers would give in when the Crystal smokes come in and managed to take away the vision from the CT, but he stuck there, got that first kill. The boost up in defense as well was very nicely done there. Not over committing the CT side, waiting for the T's to make the mistakes and walk into the crosshairs there. 5-on-3, and then you can push in, try and farm some money with the UMPs. You don't really want them into this round. We'll see what happens as we go to number 5 here. 4-0, and Deagles and 1 Tech 9 available. Cold Zero though, that double. Oh, I was about to say double upset. He's actually just thrown it cleanly over to Cold. So, interesting little adjustment there.
Fallen at Taco at mid. UMPs, not as good from range. It does seem I'm noticing a bit of a difference.
Bit of a drop off.
Yeah, a bit of a drop off, but I haven't seen as many people being disciplined with a tap yet. That's what I really want to see. Fur's going to get Dennis down with a straightforward round.
Yeah, I'd love to ask you in the post-game interviews if we can get that kind of
how does it feel? Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, I certainly didn't have time to play it while I was home this weekend. I was quite busy.
I don't even have a computer,
know if you did.
So.
Sorry?
I didn't even have a computer.
Yeah.
Or a house.
It's tough.
So, you know, difficult times in that respect.
It's rough. How's life in the streets?
Not bad. You know, I get by. I've got my methods to make some money.
Bit of madness. I don't want to know. Cold Zero. Flashed off, has to get out of the corner. Just gets back. They try and pre-fire in. Flusher rather does. No dice. It's Taco and Fur that start things off. And I think Taco's kill would have come through the door over at A, if I'm not mistaken.
It looks like it. It was actually JW. Oh, this is a horrible round for Fnatic. They went for a default, right? And it's just SK pushing in once again with the aggressive play. It was Fur that pushed in A storage, right? And he managed to get on top of what we used to call the pronax boost. When you go for A storage and he boosts on the boxes there on top of the smoke and you go for that first pick. JW had that lined up, missed the shot cleanly and got punished for it. Now it's a 5-on-2 with CT's backstabbing. That's to be Phelps. He might get taken down here. It's going to be a 4-on-1 now. Flush the last remaining player. Phelps might go for the wall bang here. Doesn't pull it off just yet. But flush out. No real chance to do anything with this round. Bombed down in front of him. But he's just hoping that the CT makes a mistake at this point. He's hiding up in the tight corner. 45 seconds. And SK don't seem to be giving away much. It's going to be maximum loss as a cause, but no bomb going down. And everyone fully invested into this round. It's $3,400. Coming to the next one. If Flusher saves a gun, maybe that's something. Taco. There we go. There's a mistake that Flusher was hoping for, but he does get down to 7 HP, and that'll be the end of the round.
End of the round, and a very, very fast start for SK.
Yeah,
Fnatic
right.
used to be very good on this map. There's no doubt about it.
It
CT side was better for them, but still.
Like, remember when I first started casting, it was like when I first started the Gfinity events and stuff like that, it was Fnatic who were running away. Everything at this point is their era. I remember casting Cash and just remembering how sick Olaf was at this map. Yep. I remember he went I think it was against Envious in a final. He went 20-0 in the first half of this map. Like,
that's insane.
Yeah, and it was so sick to watch how good he was on this map. And obviously, different game the way it's played these days, but here we go. More aggression coming in from the SK side. First pick for Fur. It's a partial buy, and another pick for Cold Zero. They're looking incredibly sharp right now.
Very sharp indeed. Cold, starting it well. It's JW with a Deagle. Olaf sitting back thinking things are already looking quite grim, kind of contemplating what's going wrong. Dennis down, little head shake from him, and everyone falls with no kills.
Pause. Let's have a pause, boys, shall we?
I think that's probably the right call.
Let's get a pause now. We've got a full buy coming in. And does this work out? What's going wrong?
No pause.
Why is no one pausing today? It's best of 1 game. You've got 4 available. Let's at least take them. We've got Olaf Meister and James Bond, 007. This is not the way it should be looking right now. That's a sick shot.
That is unreal.
Yeah, he's looking amazing in the last few months. So yeah, I would say take a pause. No one's fragging for you. You're getting picked off with the aggression. Obviously, they've had a discussion. They've got the AWP out now, but it's not looking great. And JW needs to go for the fast boost in the middle, but that's denied with the flames. Does get up eventually. Takes it to actually mistimed it. Has to drop down once again. Not a huge deal, but that means he's now vulnerable to the one taps of the M4. So it actually is kind of impactful in that sense. Not many people consider that being an aspect.
Fallen just waiting below the drop.
There it is again. That first pick, time and time again. Dennis just goes down. No one there with him in B storage. How is he getting himself in a position where an AWP who's in the checkers room can take him down? He's only got the AK. What's going on? Is he challenging that pick? Like, is he trying to go one-on-one? We know Cold's got the AWP on that side of the map.
JW, meanwhile, is still waiting for an option at mid to arrive. Crims has pulled one back on Fallen. They're not moving much on the SK side. They're being quite disciplined with their man advantage. Phelps gets traded by Crims. This will give him access to the highway. Bomb's going to follow up. That's a decent try.
Yeah, the old Heaton, we call that. Throw the smoke round, face the corner. Hope the CT turns around, but no one there. Took the pre-fire. 25 seconds remaining. They still have the option to go towards B if required. Looks like Crims is trying to find a frag here. Not going to happen. Up to Olofmeister now. Still, you have to find a frag. 0 and 8 for him now. I think, let's take a pause, boys, please. There we go. Finally comes in. And no bomb going down. I don't think it's gone down this entire half map. We haven't had a bomb down after 8 rounds on the T side here. And only Crims has above 1 frag. So Crims with 6, Flush of Dennis, JW on 1. Olofmeister was 0. This is not the Fnatic I was hoping for today, Matt. You said you were skeptical. Maybe you're right to be inclined that way. I'm not so sure this is going to be a very good game for Fnatic. I thought this might be the game of the day. What's going wrong for them?
Yeah, this is a shocking start.
They're just getting overwhelmed by not so much aggression, just great calculated play from SK.
It's a good thing you guys put them as a favorite.
I think Jason said they were going to win 16-5 this game. So
did he actually?
Yeah. Backstage, he actually said that.
Jason the Tool, again, showing up twice today.
Yeah. Well, he's still learning. we'll give him a chance. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And here we go then. It's going to be, like we said, no bombs going down. That's a massive problem. That means fundamentally everything's gone wrong across the board. You're not just losing clutches or losing 1v1s. If no bombs are being planted generally after 8 rounds or so, that means something's like gone dramatically, devastatingly wrong. We'll see what happens. Anyway, Deagles, Tech9s, these are the kind of rounds that Fnatic historically won. In this current form, I'm not so sure, but still early days, believe it or not. They can still get 9-6, which is perfectly fine. Taking a partial by here. Phelps this time will be looking towards B storage. He has an inkling that flushes on the other side. Smokes towards middle. That'll be towards connector by the looks of things. And Fallen once again. It's going to be a smoke to block his vision. He's on a 5 kills right now. Feels like a lot more, I have to say. Very impactful kills.
Dennis just waiting and holding an angle as they will finally get highway. Tripping over each other ever so slightly, but they all are at least on the same page as to where they wish to go. It's Fur that waits at quad. Taco is going to swing out at the right time. They're all there, though. He knows it. He can't face because they've actually dinked him down. He can't afford to face. They've found the shots required on a Tech9 round. Typical and classic from Fnatic. It's working. Finally, they get up a man. They have to hold off the position. Nate goes through. Flush, it takes Taco. Dennis, good shot on Phelps. But it is cold 0 left against 3. They've got armor on all 3 players, so aim punch not a factor. They've picked up an M4 and JW. It's definitely their round to lose at this point, Fnatic, with a bomb plant as well.
Yeah, Cold Zero has been quiet this tournament. Considered the best player in the world, but like we said, Fnatic, normally known to pick up these sort of rounds, Deagles, Tech9s, and it certainly works out for them this time. Going towards the A side, they found the first pick. There's only 1 player from the CD side on that side of the map. Bomb goes down, and Dennis, considered one of the very best pistol players on the entire planet, managed to find some lovely 1-digs there, and it's to be 8-1. Not out of the woods just yet. Yes, they post their first round, but now that resets the loss bonus. If they lose this round, they're in a world of trouble. That can mean double equal going forward. Olofmeister still yet to post a kill, man. 0 and 9. How the mighty have fallen,
yeah.
Seems.
Yep, I agree. Well, it is Flusha that waits toward the sunroom. Fallen, flashed off just when he wants to peek. We'll have to give up mid yet again, so Fnatic are putting pressure to try and get highway. That's how they opened the last round with the pistols. AWP of JW going to try and sit toward Cubby and peek out in towards the connector. No boost toward the vents from the CT side. So it's falling on his own. Quick enough, though. JW down. He backs away. They're not going to pursue. They won't wrap to white box to try and catch him, despite the smoke going down on Z Connector, but they'll go slowly now.
Just a small note as well. So they find that first pick in middle as well. They're absolutely fine with allowing Fnatic to have that control of the map, because on the other side, Fur is pushing towards A main. So they sacrifice middle with the man advantage, take control of A main, and you can see Fnatic just have so little in terms of options to do anything with this. Sure, middle is a great part of the map, but you've lost a pick and you've lost A as well. Your pretty much only option is to go towards B. coldzera is aware. He's watching the vent right now as well. Looking like a very promising round for SK, I have to say, with locking it down on the A side of the map. And we'll see. This is actually good timing, though. Fnatic do take down Phelps. The coldzera to deliver here needs at least 2 frags to stand a chance in this round. This is the first one.
Good shot back from Dennis to take down Cold.
I'm really surprised that SK put all their eggs in towards the A basket.
I was gonna say that has to be a kill. And you're right, they give up a site completely for free. Fnatic's going to pick up back-to-back rounds, and doing the first one on an eco, they're going to put themselves in good position, being efficient in this one to actually start chiseling away at the massive economy that SK has.
So like I was saying, Fur with the full A main control, but he still had 2 players with him on that side of the map. I'm not sure what call they got to suggest that was the right move, but they left the B side. Sure, it still seemed like a decent hold at that stage. It was coldzera watching the vents, his teammate Phelps there as well, but as soon as the Molotovs came in, it was actually quite nice from Fnatic. They only give away 1 kill at that point. That was the very initial one as well. Fallen took him down in middle. I thought that was looking like a perfect round, but SK, I'm wondering what information they got given there, that they thought it was going to be an A-sided attack after leaving middle completely exposed. But they said it 2 rounds in a row for Fnatic. We'll see whether they can bring this push. There's going to be a pause from Fallen this time. So they still have enough for a full buy here. This will probably be the last out. Double up setup comes out once again. 3 and 4s, of course, to go with it. A plethora of utility. Just Fallen without the incendiary there. JW on the AWP this time. Only 1 kill for JW. Still 0 for Olofmeister. So those 2 key players for the team yet to really arrive here. JW, of course, known as the main AWPer. To be fair, a lot of players in this team can AWP. You can see Dennis with the weapon, same with Olofmeister as well. Getting into round number 11. The Unpause comes in. Very good spawn for coldzera. Maybe we should follow him at the start and see if he goes for maybe a little flamboyant play here. Pretty much the best spawn he can get on the CT side of the map. Looks like he's heading towards B, so maybe you'll just be calming down.
Smoke out in the doorway. At middle, as Olaf isn't blinded, it's Crims that's evaluating what's going on in toward A main, and first trying to play cheeky on the other side of the smoke. Cheeky Hank.
He is indeed, and coldzera did push aggressively in towards the B storage area. Didn't find the pick he was looking for, but once again he's in the top left. See, he's getting control of A main. There is a T player at the end of Squeaky Door. That's going to be JW with the AWP. Options quite limited when he's smoked out like this, but SK now smoking off the entrance of A main as well. Going to spot a couple of players there. One snuck through. Fur's not aware of it as well. That could be his downfall. Let's see if it works out for them. Going for the boost here. I think Crims might find a double kill. Yes, his timing's right, but not going to be going for the commitment just yet.
Fur is going to cover off doorway. It's open. They know it. Fur knows there's someone in there as a result. Good shot, Fallen. Dennis, no chance to peek from Highway. They wanted to go with a 3 approach to A. Highway, Squeaky, and A main. One of those clearly gone already. There's a second player in that position. It's Olaf. He's going to hold station for a moment. Same setup as well. CTs haven't had to move at all. Fallen has put his attention in toward A main. He's got to be a little bit careful. We've covered up our radar with our lovely second camera, but I believe he's slightly vulnerable. Yeah, just peeks back out now. It's going to be Fallen getting flush up. Responding, but he's the last alive. They know where he is. They'll play this correctly. It's over peek, but the splash will do it. He'll go down. Phelps gets him from Z Connector.
9-2, SK Gaming pull one back. Another clean round from them for topping the frag charts once again. He's been doing it all day long. 14 kills and 3 deaths. This time, SK Gaming more the same. As soon as they get the chance of getting control of that A storage area. What a shot that was from Fallen to take down Dennis. Opening things up once again. And then Fnatic look overwhelmed in a lot of these scenarios. It's going to be round number 12 here. 9-2. This will be the last of the Fnatic cash. 4 AKs and JW on a Deagle. Obviously, he's the AWP. Been investing a lot more than his teammates into these rounds. Especially with the flashbang. The wall there. Not going to find much for it though. As we get into this one. Another default going for some mid smokes here, by the looks of things. Fallen waiting for them on the other side though. You've always got to be very careful when that's up against you.
Ooh, did that fail? Deployed in the air after the double bounce. Molotov certainly won't fail from the CT side, and thankfully so for Olaf because he gets Fur from the grave. It's Fallen instead that gets JW. Dennis and Flush all that remain. This could go double digits. in only round 12.
Well, it's a 4-on-2, it's looking likely. No map control for the T's. They have got 50 seconds, but it's a 4-on-2. As long as SK trade out, should be absolutely fine. Phelps, I should say, sorry, defensive in the vents. Does damage. Suggests he's dropped off here, but he's holding for that one frag, and he doesn't really need to commit to this. Like, he's denied B site from Fnatic. They do find a kill towards the A site with Fallen there. That's the AWP gone down now. And now there's a slight chance. It's a 3-on-4.
I think Phelps, okay, he did fall off the vents now. I thought when he put the Molotov out, he actually stayed in. I was going to say, they might think he has. He could strike again when they're in middle, but he has fallen away. Flusha with a flash. We'll get inside of the site. Dennis and he combine to get the kill and a bomb plant. Kind of deeply toward the truck as well. Dennis is going to be in position to hold that off on a rotation. This could still wind up to be around for Fnatic. Phelps, though, getting Dennis down, leaves it to just Flusha. He's inside the site, very wide at quad. It's highway where in which Cold Zero wishes to approach. He's got an AWP, hence why he's playing the longer angle, and Flusha needs to be careful not to peek out behind quad. Time's in his favor.
Time ticking away, yeah.
And Flash as well blinded up Phelps from Cold, so he has to sit back for a second longer. Flusha may have this on that alone timing. Gets the shot. No, Phelps is able to swing in time, and Cold just gets on it with the kit. I think they've got it. Yeah, they do. Lots of time.
Yeah, got a bit dicey there, but they had the incendiary towards the core position. I was fancying Flusha's chances there as well. They did a great job. They bring that from a 4-on-2 to a 2-on-2. Flusha then 2 versus 1. Almost in it. There's their A main aggression once again. Seems to be overwhelming Fnatic. They seem to be allowing it to be taken over time and time again, but I'm not sure why that keeps happening to them. Normally you just have one player posted up in that position, even as holding A main, and you can get flashed off and stuff, but they seem to just be completely forgetting it exists. But 2 AKs now, and UMP is certainly counts as a force buy for Fnatic, gone all in. It's Dennis and Crims with the rifles here. Fast mid play coming in though. Fallen might not be aware that Dennis is made out towards the white box as well. And I think Fallen might find himself in a spot of bother here. Almost so. Oh my God!
What? That is so ridiculous. We're falling. Gets Olaf, but Crims gets him back. It's. I mean, Fallen just pulled himself out of his position time and time
speed.
Again.
Let's go.
1% speed.
Yeah,
I don't want to sit here for a year, Henry.
Well,
but maybe
that.
30% speed's fine. Taco flirting with it. They grab the gun, that gives him away. He's got to get the AK out in time. That nearly cost him his life. Shadow shown. Still JW gets the pre-fire.
That was an interesting idea. Drop your M4 out. Drop the pistol, sure. I'm not sure how many bullets he had in the rifle, but that was a weird move. Try and finish him off with the USB. It's going to be a 3-on-3 still.
Well, I think he dropped instead of pressed E. So it would have, for a good position as they're walking directly by him. He gets taken down by Flusha in return. Double ops versus Flusha.
What I think he's trying to do was the simple, throw your weapon out and then run with your pistol.
I thought he was just trying to grab the AK and then the auto switch obviously wasn't on, so he didn't have time to switch it back. We'll have to see it. You could be right. Flusha trying desperately with the bomb down on his AK to win this round, then 1 versus 2. He's Molotov'd off, Fallen, but still he finds an angle. Double ops, and they make it work.
They do indeed. Retake for Flusha. Once again, by the wayside. He was in another 2 versus 1, almost an identical scenario. And there's Fallen with an amazing shot. We got a replay of it, Matt?
I think it's coming. They said in my ear it was, and here it is.
1% speed. Better be. Here we go.
Oh, there's your speed, Henry. That's ridiculous. Quick scope.
Good night, Dennis.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Well, they got the bomb planted, and with third stage loss bonus, they can get another buy. They have to keep buying. They can't go into the next half with just 2 rounds. It's been a real rough ride for them. No one really performing. Olaf, Mice, and JW both on 2 frags, and those are not the names you want to see at the very bottom of the scoreboard there. It's shocking. Round number 14. No AWP, of course, a couple of Galils, a UMP as well. Still up against that double AWP setup. It seems to be shutting them down in every scenario. Just when you think they get out position Fallen, he pulls out one of those classic shots and blows everyone's mind.
Yeah.
Not for the first time.
Yep, it's true. Made through. Yes. Well, Machine never really had a mind, to be fair. Stop blowing my non-existent sanity.
Insulted Emma?
Kidding. No, I like Alex. He's hanging out with Poland right now. So Phelps gets JW down. Taco's going to follow up and take Dennis. Olaf's killed Crims.
Oh, you hate to see that. Does that mean he's back to 1 kill and 12 deaths? Okay.
It's hard to say. Flusha, though, is the one that's stepping up again. He'll find Taco at 2 versus 2 this time. They have to start converting these, surely. As Fallen is able to find Flusha, it leaves Olaf alone He's got to make up for that team kill now.
Yeah, right.
Flash goes in. He's made his way back to the default position. He's trying to be in an unorthodox spot. The problem is they are wrapping around him. They're on either side of him, and Fallen's waiting. They think he's a quad. He's certainly not. They're going to go back around and hunt elsewhere. His position's all right. Low HP, but Fallen just drives by and hits him.
Oh, just when you think, like he said, some redemption there for Olof. Really rough game for us so far. Team killing that round as well. The 2 versus 1, if he wins, that all be forgiven. Unfortunately, can't make it happen there. It's going to be round number 15. 12-2. Auto Sniper's coming out. I think I spotted it. Taco's picking that up. So it's always nice to see it come out. It's not as prevalent as it once was. When CSGO first came out, we used to see lots of players use that weapon, but not so much anymore. And it's the final round for Fnatic here. 5 AKs, they have got armor, but little to no grenades. It's going to be 2 smokes in total, and 1 flashbang, a decoy, and a Molotov. All looking great. Fast boost up towards middle. JW desperate at this point. Catches Phelps out of position as well, so a chance here that he will be taken down. Apparently not. Fallen can't land a shot. 3 kills for Fnatic. Might find them 12-3 here.
Ooh, Taco's auto sniper gets Dennis as he peeks back out from highway. See if the auto sniper, the dak, I think that's what Chad calls it. I'm not going to pretend.
Something like that, yeah.
Might save them. It does a decent amount of damage, but it doesn't get the kill. And now it is on to Cold-Zero. He's on the wrong site. Bomb's going to be planted onto A. JW's on low HP, but he could be in a perfect position to do exactly that. Just sit, post, and get a headshot as he walks by. He's actually going to go aggressive for it. Nearly. Got to be careful with the 5 HP. Nearly gets caught, but at 12-3, it's still a big victory for SK.
Yeah, not really living up to the hype. People were saying that this could be Fnatic's tournament. Rolling back the years, as you would say, to find some form here at the Pro League Finals. They were 8-0 down now, not a single bomb planted. That's kind of shocking. They got it together with 2 rounds there towards the end and the final one as well. I don't think it's going to be enough. We'll find out in the second half.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Lenovo Legion, Xfinity, ESEA, Pay Safeguard, Mountain Dew League, Logitech G, and Zowie.
So SK at 12-3 are in control right now, and in a best-of-1 format, I think it was Sean Gers that just tweeted out saying it was death for them in this group, but if they get through, they'll be a lock for the finals, because in best-of-3s they're even better, and right now best-of-1 seemingly are okay.
Group A is certainly the group with death here, but SK have risen to the occasion, looking very good indeed. 12-3. Not looking too favourable for Fnatic. They win the pistol there, Matt. We always say it, especially in Pro League, it seems. 12-3 is a scoreline. There's something that's going to be a bit troublesome for some teams here. But if SK win the pistol, I'm going to suggest this one is done, unfortunately, for Fnatic. We'll see what they can do, though. Terror aside, we'll concentrate on them in terms of the buy. It's going to be a Superman purchase for Taco. That means Tech9 and Armor. He gets dropped the Tech9 by a teammate. Cold-Zero's got the smoke along with Fallen as well. And 3 sets of armor to follow things up. So nothing given away just yet. Cold-Zero boosted right up in T-spawn there, trying to see if any CTs go aggressive. That's quite a common strategy. CTs pushing like 3 or 4 players into that area and wrapping around towards A, trying to find kills as they go through as like a stampede almost.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that in a while, to be fair.
A stampede? Is that your Tinder?
No, my grinder, I think.
Oh, okay.
I use both at the same time.
Is a little more active, isn't it?
Yeah. You find a lot more friends with that app, I think.
Gotcha. Well, on this pistol, we bring you a desperate situation for Fnatic. They need this. Nade goes through. Damage onto Taco, but no one else caught by it. Take the victory where you can get it. Get shot from falling. Oh, off by Dennis. Around the corner, he'll do better than that with the Glock. It's Crims that's going to wait, try and fire into the smoke, but Fur just walks in and
game over.
Echo locates him. I would say game over indeed, unless they win, obviously, the Eco in the next round, but it's first shot, or first chance, free kick, whatever you want to call it, for SK.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Free kick. Fallen, though. What the hell was that? He's looking so good right now. It's unbelievable. Those 15 kills. That first one was great. And Dennis had no idea what was going on there. He had players coming from vents and B storage as well. Fallen lights both of them up, and it's going to be the second round, forced by, of course, from Fnatic. At this point, it's not even a discussion. You just have to go, yep, we need rounds now. We need to hope we can actually pull this one off. We got an Eco victory in the first half. Let's hope we can do it in the second, under quite different circumstances. It's going to be Deagles and a CZ for JW. Got a couple of flashbangs, though, kits, and the first kill coming up over Fur. And it's up to Olofmeister now, who's been very, very quiet, Matt. He's only got 3 kills so far, trying to get something going towards B Storage. Takes a bit of damage there, and will be falling back. Round for Fnatic now, especially in the 5-on-4, but still a chance.
Chance indeed. Olaf going underneath the vent. Thought he was going to get the headshot on the second one as they dropped into his crosshair, but not quite. Does enough damage, though. Dennis is able to take Phelps. In fact, it was a headshot, so he wouldn't have even needed the assist, but he'll take it for good measure. Perhaps Olaf needs it to get some stats, as things have been going rough for him. It is going to be a 14th round at this point. Bomb planted. Taco's going to lock off Flusha well away from the site. JW is just waiting to see what he can find outside that tree. Near the girders, I think you called them.
Whereabouts, sorry?
The girders, the metal girders that are out by tree. Isn't that what you called them?
I think what
Wrong way. Go outside of B, backside of B, CT side.
Okay. Oh, right, yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
This bit.
there you go.
Yeah, girders.
He's flying around in his own world, guys. Just ignore him for a second.
Yeah, girders, yes, that is exactly what we call it. Well, there it is. It's going to be, this is 14. It has to be a force by Fnatic. This is the worst position you can be in Counter-Strike, really. 14-3 down. Right now, you should be full eco, but you're going to have to force into it. Like you can eco if you want, but allowing SK to have match point at this stage, there's no real good option, right? There's certainly different approaches. Looks like they'll just go full eco. Oh no, there we go. There's a full investment. I was going to say, like, it'd be mad to allow SK. You have to take the chance here at this point. You can't allow them to have 12 match points in a row. So they do go all in. Deagles, CZs, 3 smokes, flashbangs as well. This is looking very grim for Fnatic. I was very excited this tournament. I just felt it. I thought this would be the time. They've had plenty of practice now. It's definitely been an interesting few months for them. The changing rosters, the Swedish scene right now, it's an absolute mess over there. The whole Godsend Fnatic shuffle as well. I'm not really sure who's going to come out on top, but no one really shining that brightly in Sweden right now.
No one is at all. All 3 teams seem to be in disarray. Oh. Finishing my sentences, are we?
Yes. Well, JW kicked things off there, but Burt answers back. It's another 4-on-4. That is 74, make it 48. As they have got full mid control. I'm not sure how Fnatic can really hold them off here. No nades really remaining. 1 smoke for Olofmeister. No gun salvage. It's Fallen making his way towards the end of Squeaky Door here. He'll just be looking to get 1 frag here and set his teammates up. Could just be the full 8 split, you know, because he's shown presence quite early. UMP stuck in the doorway, it seems. Haven't seen that before. A weird one.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, actually. I wonder if it's going to glitch when the door shuts.
Yeah.
Close the door, Colin. I want to see. Well, we may not.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. Flusha may go over and do it for us. I doubt it. He's quite timid. Yeah, well, didn't realize, neither did I, for that matter, that Phelps was in behind him. So down he goes. Fur gets caught by Olaf. At least 1 kill for him. Dennis will follow that up by getting Phelps, but it's 1 versus 2. No armor. He'll pick up an AK on the way to the site. Flash is just to get him around the corner. Don't think there's any further utility down on the corpse that he just crossed, so he won't get any further nades to try and utilize on the way into a retake. Fallen. Line quad was spotted. Good play from Dennis. Didn't even take damage, so no aim punch, but Cold is there to respond, and now we go on to map point.
Yes, we do, and it has to be, of course, that goes without saying. I was really looking forward to this game. Another force, but let's finish that sentence before I start another one. I was really looking forward to this game, and it's not really lived up to expectations, really, has it? I thought this could be the game of the day. Fnatic show us what they're made of. Cash, historically, a very good map for this team. Hasn't really exciting me at all. The T side looked disjointed. They only got 3 rounds, one of which was an eco win. And then from that point on, CT side has been rough, losing that pistol, just having 4 spies over and over again. They find themselves at 15-3, 12 match points here for SK. They might not even need that, because Coldzera's found Dennis straight away. It's another mishmash buy. That could be the GG right here. Matt, it's been a pleasure. Back to you.
Yeah, back to me in the studio. Well, I'll close it up. That's fine. There's JW to go down from Taco. Olaf, sign us off, my friends. Oh, we may get a kill. Nope. Fallen's not having any of that. 16-3. Our biggest one-sided matchup so far in Group A, and Fnatic is not looking on form at all.
They're really not. The stars just didn't align for them in more ways than one. Olaf Meister, 0 kills up until about the 11th round there. JW non-existent as well. 3 rounds on the T side, they looked overwhelmed with the aggressive play of SK. This map lends itself to it. You should be kind of prepared for that. If you could at least watch SK damage, you know they're going to be doing that, changing things up, and having the aggressive AWP plays as well. Once again, once the double AWP setup came in, looked like Fnatic had no answer for it whatsoever. And yeah, that's a really disappointing first showing for them here at Pro League. And SK looking incredibly sharp, I have to say.
Yes, I'm excited with them. Obviously, coming off the win in IEM Sydney,
yeah.
I'm looking extremely forward to seeing how they progress through this. If they get back-to-back wins, then we really do have a 3-horse race at the top.
Sure.
That said, we have a 3-horse race at the desk, led by Jason O'Toole.
Thanks, Matt.
All still-mates.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, that did not meet expectations is the good way to put that. Nice way to put that.
Yeah, I think even before we went live, we were talking to Henry like this is going to be the best game of the day.
Yeah, he was pumped.
It's going to be a close one. We were thinking that we were going to see the return of Fnatic, or at least a semblance of it at least. Not really the case.
I think everyone's still got a little bit of like wishful thinking. Everyone's just very hopeful to see them come back.
This started off well, in the tournament, winning their 2 first games, thinking maybe this is it. They've had a long time to prepare going into this tournament, not having any offline stuff that they had to attend.
Right.
So everything, leading up to this was looking promising, but they just got manhandled.
Yeah, but let's keep it in perspective, because it is just a game in the group stage.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not like they're getting knocked out of the event super early. So I mean, Yanko, what did you make of this one?
I mean, the same thing happened in Katowice last year, the last time they met. Actually, SK beat them in the group stages and then ended up losing to them in the grand finals. But I think SK obviously, when you look at the scoreline and the fashion in which they won, they completely outclassed Fnatic, but the fashion in which they did it, they were always one step ahead. And you could see how when Fnatic was being spread around, like in their default, SK would always find the perfect position to be aggressive and to find an early kill. I think in the first probably 3 or 4 gun rounds, after 20 seconds, Fnatic was at least 1 man down, if not 2. And in that type of a situation, obviously it's going to be very difficult for you to win rounds, but that's where you need to make the adjustment, right? If you're getting picked off that much and that early on, you need to group up more. You need to go for a set execute. You need to use that utility basically to try and put yourself in an advantageous situation and, kind of eliminate the aggression from SK just by you forcing the issue very early on.
Yeah, well, I mean, the cool thing is Coldzera still hasn't had to do anything. He's still just chilling, waiting in the wings. He's having a good time. Either way, that's going to be the end of Group A for today. So let's bring up the standings of what we've got so far. SK